Hello, and welcome to the next episode of We Built This White Lake. My name is Stephanie Ware, Executive Director with the White Lake Area Chamber of Commerce, and I am so excited to have with me today Christine Mertin, owner of White Lake Greenhouse. Welcome, Christine.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
And I'm excited to have you and hear more about the history. So, share with us a little bit about what it is you do and your role there.
Okay, so we've been in Whitehall a little over 100 years. We are a full-service florist. I think what we've done is kind of evolved over the years. It's always been a florist. We buy more flowers in than we grow right now, except for summer flowers, but we do giftware. We had lots of house plants. In the summer, we have outdoor pots, Memorial Day things, and lots of garden plants. And this time of year, we're doing cut flowers and giftware and gearing up for the holidays. So we're all year round open and just a full service florist that delivers all over Muskegon and Oceana counties.
And the place is extra magical during the holidays.
That's our hope. We're getting all geared up for the holidays.
So go ahead and tell me a little bit about how it started and where it all began.
So for me personally, I'm a sixth generation. And we are the third owners, though, of White Lake Greenhouse. It started with Mr. Major in the 20s. He was a photographer that decided he wanted to build a greenhouse and get to be a florist. And he was quite a remarkable man from the stories that I've heard. And then it was sold to Wally and Eleanor Reese's and their family. And they were a florist, and they also sold snowmobiles and equipment out of the other side of the shop. And they were owners for over 40 years. And then we bought the business from them and kind of expanded. The nursery opened, White Lake Nursery opened, so all of that type of work with the snowmobiles and things went up the road to a new location with the Weese's. And we stayed and focused on floristry and plants. So that's been our focus. We started out growing a lot of our own crops. Over time, we buy more in than we grow. We do callas and some other things there on site, but my family's been in the floral business for a long time, kind of coming from, I mentioned I was sixth generation, coming from Grand Haven area, and they were growers and florists. Just the greenhouse that they had, which was Frank's Floral, went to another part of the family. So it turned out that this became available in 1991, and my dad had gone to school for agriculture at MSU. And so he really wanted to get back into the florist business and bought this place. And I had graduated from Ferris in business, and I went back to Michigan State for floristry and then started doing books and then eventually designed for him, and here we are.
And here we are. That's awesome. So being open for over 100 years, of course, comes some sort of hurdles. Could you describe some of the hurdles that you've seen?
I think, we've been through, even ourselves, a lot of different economic things going on. Of course, COVID and some different ups and downs financially through the years. And we're not exactly, although I'd like to think we're a necessity, we're not. We're kind of something more akin to a luxury item for people that are on a budget. And so you go through slower times, and that's been the difficult thing, is to knowing what to plan. Some of these things just come up on you. And so it's knowing how to adapt to different financial situations and muck through, and then readjust what you sell and how you sell, and being able to keep your staff and keep everything going. So we've managed to do that over the years. It's been a challenge. And when we started, I was telling my staff the original cash register was just a gold one where you pressed in the numbers and you pulled a handle on the side and they wrote things down. So we've kind of moved on from that, with computers, and that was kind of a challenge. And then figuring out what our niche was and where our focus should be in the flower business. So do we want to go more gifts? Do we want to stay mostly flowers? We've found a way to incorporate both, which has been wonderful. And then when you own a business and your clientele is used to dealing with the same people for 40 years, and you being the newcomers coming into the area, just getting to know people, because they're going to come to you for flowers quite often to express something. So something celebratory or in sympathy, and you get to know what they like and what they like to send, what's customary, and people really appreciate the fact that you take the time to learn what they like. And it's part of the perks, I guess, of having a small town florist, but that was a hurdle. It takes a little while to get people accustomed to new faces in a business where they've seen the same ones for so long. But it happened over time too. So those have been a few of the hurdles that we've come across.
And of course, though there are hurdles, we always hope there's more victories. Can you share a few of the victories that you've seen over the years?
I think that we have seen just continued interest in young people wanting to work for us and to come into the floral business. You want to see new generations appreciating what you do. So we've always had some great younger kids working for us through the years. That's been a tremendous victory in my book. I did some work at the Career Line Tech Center judging for kids that were taking floriculture courses and stuff, and you kind of get down in and talk to the kids and see what their interest is. So we've worked on that and really building that. And I would say keeping it going and really mastering what we do and building our sympathy work that we've done. That's been a big something that we've worked really hard on. And so we've been really happy that that's been the case. I do a lot of work for different funeral homes in town and in Muskegon, and it's been great, something that we've kind of focused on. And the fact that I've been able to work with my parents for 34 years, a lot of people don't get that opportunity. And so it's really brought us, it's not always been easy, let me say, but it does bring us closer. And then we've made a tremendous amount of friends in the community. So that's a big hurrah for us. And the fact that the community has embraced us and supported us through this whole time, I consider that to be our crowning achievement.
That's incredibly special that you've gotten to do that with your parents this time too. That's amazing. So this is a pretty big question, but how would you say you guys have impacted the community?
I think that we have tried really hard to be in the community, to be seen. My dad especially, delivering for 30 years, most people know who he is. And to give them a sense that they can come to us and feel comfortable ordering in sad times or in happy times and know that they're going to get value for what they spend, that it is going to be heartfelt, that we're really going to do 100% for them. So I think we've kind of we've tried to get out in the community, going to like the fish fry and doing different things, meeting people so that they know who we are. They can put a face with the business. And so they can feel comfortable coming in at any time. And I think that's been an impact that we've seen, and that people are comfortable coming in to order. A lot of guys, that's not their cup of tea, to come in, and we've worked really hard to make them comfortable with that. So we have seen a real uptick in guys that come in on a regular basis and are happy to. So I think that's been a good impact. And then I've tried to work again with kids, and we're going to start working as much as we can with the FFA at Whitehall schools because they're starting up that program. And then anyone who reaches out to us, we do try to support, anything that's continued education, especially for floristry and greenhouse work.
That's awesome. And I'd say, you've definitely impacted the community because, we've talked about this. You are providing a service for people on either the best day of their life or maybe one of the worst. And because you guys take such time to sit with people who are coming in, I've experienced that. It makes it so special for you guys to be able to listen to the stories and really get a feel for it. So I know that's made a huge impact on people.
We do hear from people. We get letters and cards that say, you have no idea, you took the time to ask the questions. What were my mother's favorite flowers? What was her color? I do ask a lot of questions, but I tell them why I ask. It's because it's a personal gift from them to who they intend it for. If it's in memory of someone or something else, it's not about me. It's about me being able to help them put their feelings into flowers.
What would you say is maybe a parting message or something that you wish people knew about you guys? Anything you just want to leave with people?
I would say I would love it if people would stop in and just see that, you know, the building's been there for a long time. I think sometimes when you drive up and down Colby, maybe you just get used to seeing the same thing and you just don't take a minute to stop, and you'd be pleasantly surprised because we carry a wide variety of things, and you might find that maybe I don't have to go online to get this or that. We have ribbon, we have pottery, we have cut flowers for any price range that you want, and I have things ready to go. So I think just maybe take 5 or 10 minutes and stop in. We custom order plants for people all the time. I do custom work for homes where they have pieces that they want to bring in, and I'll fill them for them. There's a lot of more specialized work that we do for people that doesn't cost anything extra. And if you're curious about something, come in and ask, because it's a friendly environment. There's no pressure from us. And I just would really encourage people to, you know, and that next time when maybe they got an extra 10, 15 minutes to stop in and see everything that we offer, because it's quite a bit. And so people that support local businesses in town keep options for themselves in the long run. So maybe start with a small business first, and then if you can't find it, go online.
Yes. And you truly do have some very unique items that maybe people wouldn't expect. I've found some great gifts in there for people, some holiday decorations. If you're watching, definitely should stop in to White Lake Greenhouse during the holiday walk next month.
Oh, yes. We have a big surprise waiting. We'll have a photo up. And we have a lot of people that come in and take photos for their Christmas cards and things. And I'm not going to reveal what this year's theme is, but we are working really hard on that, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
It's always worth it. I love seeing what the themes are.
I have a quirky side, and it comes out when we do that. But the girls are all very excited, and we really look forward to it.
Good. I can't wait. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate being able to hear more of the history of, honestly, a space that I drive past so many times. And I'm grateful I've had the opportunity to go in there several times. So thank you for sharing with us.
Sure, it was my pleasure. And we are just in love with this area. You know, we may have come from Grand Haven and Hart and stuff, but really White Lake, we spend more time here than anywhere else. And it's definitely what we call home. And the people here are just extended family. We feel very blessed.
Absolutely. It's a magical place. Well, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.